Check 1, 2. Gamers unite. Slay the Spire modder players. We are taking a look at the Astrologer, and this is a modded character. I know it's Astrologer. Please don't assume that I don't know what an astrologer is. Obsessed with the stars, fully faithful in the occult. I guess astrology is tied to the occult. I don't know. Is it? I don't really know much about the occult. Really, I don't. Sky's Mirror. Put the first card played each turn onto the bottom of the draw pile. Alright, so I'll be relic swapping. That's for sure. Oh, that's just cute. Alright. Yeah, I'm about to just swap. Unless this character is, you know, really into this whole putting cards on the bottom of my deck thing. When this card is played or exhausted, increment the stellar phase and change the stellar alignment. This is my first look at this character, by the way, so I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting into. It's a star, and it applies to Starlit, which would make sense. It is the guiding star, after all. Starlit creatures lose HP equal to the current stellar phase at the start of their turn. Each turn, Starlit is reduced by 1. Okay. Maybe it'll make more sense when we get into the actual fight. Start each combat with this card in your hand. Innate. That's new. This effect triggers if the stellar phase is at or above the specified value. So 0 cost damage and block, and if you're not on stellar 0, then you get to keep it around. The Fool. This is some strange art, my friend. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to relic swap because I don't really see what the point of that is, to be honest. Maybe that's lame, sorry. But, like, maybe I'll just mess up the character. Maybe you need to, I don't know, first card played each turn to the bottom of the draw pile. Is that really something that... Okay, hold on now. Strike upgrades to... The stellar alignment can be either solar or lunar. It switches whenever a star is played or exhausted. Maybe this is like some Hexaghost type of deal, you know, where you got the ghost flames, and maybe it'll be like that for this character. Put 50 gold, a fairy in the bottle, and a card reward. And an upgrade on a stellar alignment strike. And a little bit of max HP. I would say that's worth it, yeah? Shooting star. Is this good? It seems like it's not doing anything. 0 cost AoE, but it exhausts. Worse than dramatic entrance, potentially. Radiance and solar, it applies vulnerable. Sure, it'll coincide nicely with the strike plus. Yes. Yes. So we have a fairy in the bottle, so let's go for it. We have a little bit of money. That's enough money. Tiny House Relic Swap puts you at a pretty good threshold to hit an early shop and buy a common relic or a shop relic. So, the Tiny House Astrologer. Might take an event into the shop. Yeah, why not? It's just if we have to spend gold here to do something, then we're doing less at that shop. But if this is gold, then we're happy to go to that shop. Kind of keeps us away from too many hard pool fights. Alright, this is pretty. And I'm seeing a 1 here. Stellar phase 1. Alignment lunar, currently capped at 21. I see a star going, a shooting star, if you will. The Fool. So the stellar alignment, the stellar phase is 1. So it's not gonna exhaust, right? I don't know what's going on. At or above the specified value. Oh! So no matter what, it's just gonna exhaust. 7 block, 7 damage. Unless we can get our stellar phase into the negatives. So what is Starlit? So... I know there's some cards that Yeah, like this in the solar. So yeah, I wish that there was, I mean, maybe it'll be intuitive, like maybe, like I said, I don't really know anything about astrology or the occult. So I think, and also, yeah, the starting relic is intended to let you preserve your fool, I guess. But I think we're doing okay. You know, is it like every time we play something to change the alignment, it goes to the next, like it goes lunar, solar, lunar, solar? I don't know. Game block equal to the current stellar phase. Draw a card. Upgrade 0 cost. No. Okay. Upgrades to draw 2. Stardust is a good name for a card. When this is drawn, gain 2 energy. It's ethereal. Character have discard stuff. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Gain a strength for each card exhausted. So stellar phase increases whenever a star is played or exhausted. And that card is only a star if it specifies that it's... I don't know, is any of these like worth taking? Maybe Novile? I'll give it a try. It's uncommon, right? Now remove defend, I guess. This gives innate block. Kind of capitalize on the vulnerable. So do we start at the, so we start lunar? So we always start lunar? Oh, I see. You can play it. It doesn't have exhaust, so you could play it to keep it around. Ah, I see. I don't know if I even care about this dude. So we want to be in the solar. So apply 2 starlit, and now we're at solar. So the stellar phase was 1, but we applied 2 starlit. Oh, so starlit doesn't have anything to do with the stellar alignment, the stellar phase. It's just whenever a star is played or exhausted, the stellar phase and alignment are incremented and changed, respectively. So be it. Apply 2 starlit and trigger at once. Okay. A little bit of potential scaling damage. At the start of your turn, put 1 card on the bottom of your draw pile and draw a card. Okay. Prestidigitation. Good word. All creatures gain 8 block. Stellar 11, all enemies lose HP equal to double their current block. A little animation, I like it. I don't know, I mean, this is probably okay. Prestidigitation. Maybe it's a little bit slow. Draw a card and put a card on the bottom of your draw pile. I feel like that could be a useful thing to do. Kind of makes up for our lack of a starting relic. Choices. Choices. Buy a membership card, you really can't do anything but buy a potion. Stellar phase cannot change for 2 turns. Is that something that we want to happen? When it's drawn, deal 11 to a random enemy? Interesting. I like these effects that happen when cards are drawn. Lunar, draw 2 cards? Okay. I'm not super in love with any of these, so to me it's either bag of prep or membership card prep bag. Maybe it's also possible... Nah, can't do membership and remove. Just buy membership card and walk out. Walking directly into a super elite with nothing but a fairy. I don't mind just buying a membership card and walking out. I like that the tiny house membership card start. It's kind of nice. It's not really doing anything. A bag of prep is just objectively better. Just buy a bag of prep. Hard to go wrong with the novel And your 0 cost cards here, your innate 0 cost card. I don't want to just leave Bag of Prep behind. I don't want to lose the money. Have no idea if this deck will even be capable at all of killing a max HP Lagavulin. My guess is probably not. So we do start at Lunar here. So we play a Star. And now we're in the Solar. I mean, maybe we can kill Laga by applying a lot of Starlit, but like the issue is that Starlit reduces by 1 each turn. I want to keep that around. So we can put this at the bottom of the draw pile and still keep the energy gain from it? Dope. Do we even want to do that and then put it back into Lunar? Then we can't apply Vulnerable with this. Okay, maybe we're not so bad off. Easy. Sorry, gamers, I got caught up in something. So, back to it. Where were we? Oh, yeah, the tiny house swap, purchase Bag of Prep, right? And I didn't think I wanted any of these, last I recalled. We just fought Laga, right? It was like max HP Laga. This is just a couple hours later. Right, I wasn't like thrilled about that, yeah. Because I compared it to Dramatic Entrance. What was the game plan again? Taking out that elite, alright. How's this character work again? That's right. We want to play into Solar stuff. We start out Lunar. We play this to go into Solar. And I like Prestidigitation. Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't even notice that the strike doesn't upgrade to 9. It upgrades to 8 and then has the solar effect to do an additional damage. So that's nice. It's not like objectively better. Alright, so at the start of its turn, it loses HP equal to the current stellar phase. Okay, it doesn't change to say, you know what I mean? It doesn't change to say that it's 10 when you hover over them. Oh yeah, scales by the way. Liquid Memories is fantastic. Good potion lineup. Stellar 16, deal 20 damage to random enemy in additional time. This 2 costs 20. There is opposition. Like, this deck is slim. And we do have Prestidigitation. I kind of like that. I'm assuming that this scales off of the Vulnerable from Radiance. I kind of want to try this out. It's ethereal, so it goes away if we don't need it or want it. Gorgeous. Oh no, not gorgeous, not gorgeous. Took damage equal to the current lunar phase, stellar phase. And this does 11. And I'm about to take some damage because I can't count. Probably could have discarded opposition. I guess we had a choice if we wanted to discard novel or opposition. Novile or opposition. Liquid memories, 40% chance to be dropped a potion. Are we going to need a potion in the near future? Probably. There's also this path. That's right. I kind of messed up. Oh, we're actually kind of hurt. But we can rest right here, so... We also have a fairy in the bottle. It's not worth anything unless it gets used. So are we even interested in changing the alignment to lunar? I think probably not. Because we apply vulnerable with that. Weak potion. No, I should use potion. When this card is drawn, reduces cost by 1. For a combat, deal 28, but it exhausts. Ooh. I like this. Lonely Star, and it's a star? Which means that we could start taking stuff like this maybe eventually. But employ that ancient tea set right now. And against Guardian, that's possible. I don't hate tea set. Not as if our kit is very expensive, but we do have prep bag. No reason to skip it, really. So, there is that, but I don't even feel like that's necessary. Although I suppose we upgrade Lonely Star, we'll want to upgrade Novile. If this doesn't upgrade to apply more vulnerable, I don't think I care that much about the cost on that. I'm not really seeing too much benefit on the 3-star lit. If we have Ancient Tea set, maybe we don't need to upgrade energy, maybe we just upgrade Lonely Star. There is a fairy, so once again, it's totally cool if we die there, and we can rest right there if we need to. I'm gonna go ahead and take the card draw upgrade. When it's drawn, you draw 3, wherever it is. We can't change the lunar alignment. No guiding star in this hand. We've drawn guiding star like in the opening hand every time. 7 energy though. Man, this is so awful that... Oh, it ticks up the... Oh, that ticks up the alignment. Because it's a star? When it's played or exhausted, increment the stellar phase and change the stellar alignment. Oh, this character makes a lot more sense to me now. After taking a second look. Might as well. I mean, it's wasting the block, but whatever. I think I'm fine with solar. I don't know if that really matters to me to apply that. The energy could go away. That's drawn deals 11. Oh, jeez. Sundial. I'm sorry. And now this is going to draw cards. I'm sorry for whatever this run is about to become. Exhaust the next card you play in game block equal to 6 times its cost. Glass star, and this is a star? Wow. Oh man, Comet Strike? Deal 9 damage, draw 2 cards, exhaust a random card in your hand? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you give characters something like that. Gotta be careful when you let a player exhaust cards. Cause a setup like that right there, Yeah, we could be doing very, very well right now. And you just get a free chest also. Makes it even better. With T-set, do we need lantern? I don't even know if we really need lantern all that much. There's a free lantern. We got bag of prep. I'll take it. Why not? It's a sign from the stars. Three energy is not going anywhere thanks to T-set. So when this is drawn, draw 3 cards, tick up sundial. Yeah. Wow. Whenever you draw a card this turn, the enemy loses 6 HP. That's gonna do so much damage. Nebula is interesting. Ethereal, gain 5 block when it's exhausted. Add a copy to your draw pile. That's cool. Frozen Star is cute. I think I like the Hanged Man to get that animation. And Fire Potion over one of these. Yeah, over Dex Potion, I could see it. We'll have enough energy to kind of block Guardian's Whirlwind. 8 HP. I don't know if we'll really feel that. Maybe even 3 Starlit. So we could get that Stellar 12 sooner, because now all of a sudden I care about the Stellar number. Quite a bit more, I think. And, Novile. Suddenly we have Sundial. Novile? More like Sundial, right? I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that is probably just going to be Guiding Star, so we could enable Hanged Man a bit sooner. So, yeah, I think we're in for a pretty good run. I like this character though. The appearance of it all. I feel kind of bad for throwing away the starting relic, but it didn't look that good to me. Yeah. Maybe just keep that around. I think I almost want to keep opposition. So is there a reason why we would ever want to... Oh, we play it when we're at Stellar 12 to draw 3 cards. Right. I almost think it's worth applying Vulnerable right now, but that's not a lot of defense that we're seeing next turn. And got Fire Pod if we need to put him into defensive mode next turn. Comet Strike is going to proc Sundial. But once again, it's okay if we lose Lizard Tail here. But we don't have to. Could Liquid Memories to defend. We also have this. I feel like we could lose opposition at this point. The lunar phase is, or the stellar phase is currently capped at 21. Okay. It's gonna take forever to get Stellar 12 on that. whenever you draw a card this turn. And we just can't draw anything. How much do we value Fairy in the bottle? Value it in the sense that I don't want to lose it to Guardian. Something at the bottom of the draw pile. Well, we'll put Lonely Star at the bottom, and then it'll draw 3 cards. It'll redraw itself and then draw more cards. Proc Sundial and then take it back up to 2 again. Is he losing HP? Or, oh, we need to play it to activate that effect? Oh. Whoops. StsLib is reduced by 1. StsLib's not the same thing as Stellar Phase. Stellar Phase just happens. I don't know, man. I don't know. We can lose the thing that gives energy, but not the thing that draws cards, because Sundial is important. Yeah, I'm gonna just lose Lizard Tail to Guardian. I don't know what I was thinking. Or not Lizard Tail, I mean Fairy. Yeah, get him out. Get him out. Take all of my potions, Guardian. Congratulations. Whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw a card. Premonition seems insane. Dark Matter is cool too. Alignment. Whoa. X copies of the bottom card to your draw pile to your hand and they cost X less this combat. With Prestidigitation, and also if you had the starting relic. They cost that much less this combat, so you could just get multiple combat strikes. Seems like it takes a little bit too much setup. I mean, Premonition, whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw a card, and then whenever you draw a card, enemy loses HP. Astrolabe. Got to, it's the Astrologer. Although Black Star is totally takeable here. Astrolabe just seems fun, and it seems really good here. Right? I mean, on these modded characters like Astrolabe, Pandora's Box, it just feels like you're winning, because their cards are just good. Another opposition, okay. So it's an ethereal card, like we draw an ethereal card, we draw another card. 9 damage twice if Lunar apply weak, and then another Radiance. Okay, maybe I was wrong about that then. But I think maybe it's worth it just because the opposition. We don't really need an energy relic. There was Choker. Choker's never going to happen. Black Star was takeable. But yeah, we just do not need energy with Sundial, T-Set, Lantern, and Nova. And we already have money. So we do have money, so that's cool. Champ. Oh yeah, it's also Ascension 0, so Black Star doesn't really mean anything. Better get that T-Set. Yeah, I don't know if I'm trying to pay 2 for that. Get him out, right? Let's not do 7, and then isn't he supposed to lose 3 HP? Maybe I can't count. I don't know. All that stuff can exhaust this fine. We're lunar, yeah. So Radiance didn't apply vulnerable. Like choke. Is that what it applies? Is it choke? Oh, whenever it's drawn you gain block? Oh. Yeah. Or draw with Sundial is just... Yeah. 6 energy here. Maybe draw an ethereal card, draw a card. Definitely want to keep Star around. Something like that. Yeah. And since we're lunar, we could play that and draw 3. Let's go ahead and try to hang Romeo. Oh, I'm terrible. I'll take 3 damage for no reason. I got no problem with that. But hey, maybe it was to tick up Sundial to 2. You don't know. Red Mask is fantastic as well. Don't think we need that. Exchange the cost of 2 costs. Oh, exchange the cost of 2 cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Exhaust. The Lovers. That has to be worth it. I mean, we have the Fool here. And Guiding Star. There has to be something to do with that. Don't think we need another Prestidigitation. You got Forethought here if you want. Could definitely come up with the rare card that we had earlier. It's also a puzzle. Puzzle seems desirable. Letter Opener could absolutely come up. Another Moonlight also. You know, then you're just looking at exhausting stuff with Comet Strike. You have Sundial, you play 2 Moonlights over and over again, that's infinite block. So that's an idea. This might be nice. It's like, I don't know how much we're really going to be playing into Hanged Man. I like how this could just be an engine in of itself. I mean, do we really need another Moonlight? I guess there's really no reason not to participate. It's probably good practice to buy a potion or 2. But we can't. So I'll just buy a Swift Potion in the name of Sundial. Red Mask makes Eclipse even weaker currently. Exchange these two. Some exhaust full anyway. I'll draw 3. Tick up sundial. Let's go ahead and just exhaust that and make room, because I don't know what I'm really doing right now. Oh, we're not lunar anymore. Once again, I'm terrible. That's tempting. Is there a reason why we would want to go to that fire? Maybe upgrade this just for convenience sake. Upgrading cost of stuff does seem desirable for the lovers. Hanged Man, wasn't this? Oh, it's just a damage increase. This is 3. Don't know if we really need that right now. Prestidigitation. Making the card cost 0 does sound kind of nice. And also in the name of T-set, I think we go this way as opposed to this way up here. I like the idea of Novile and Lonely Star. It's the first time I did that correctly. So now we're back to lunar. Should have done that first. Oh well. I'm bad with the alignments. Shine seems interesting. Potion, please. The Hermit? That could be very useful. Play a card in your hand twice and exhaust it. I mean, you could play Premonition twice. Really just playing anything and exhausting it is kind of nice, especially with the large hand that we have. Cost upgrade. What was it that upgraded to 0? Not that, it was Prestidigitation. Wow. So we could play, yeah, Premonition twice. 8 energy, by the way. Yeah, I should have emptied out the hand a little bit more first. So now we go back to lunar. All these are the same cost. I'm gonna just do this with these, even though it doesn't do anything, just exhaust it so we don't have to worry about redrawing that card because it doesn't do anything right now. So this is ethereal, and when it's drawn, we draw 3 cards, and whenever we draw an ethereal card, we draw 2 cards. Oh, it's just hanged, okay. I don't know why I thought it would be choke. I feel like what I did was wrong. Shame. War paint? Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Heat death. Exhaust all your stars. Deal 7 damage to random enemy for each one. Alright, what's a star? Lonely star. Is that it? Just guiding star. Lonely star, guiding star. Is that even worth it? I don't think that's worth it. Sad. Yikes, man. Yeah. Yeah. Grab up a Stardust and war paint it if you wanted. And then we don't really have to worry as much about the phase. I don't know if we need to play Stardust. Oh yeah, and the defend has the similar upgrade as the strike. Don't think I want pain right now. I almost wanted to upgrade the Hanged Man. Don't think we'll need Orichalcum. It's either Shine or Premonition for cost concerns for now. Or even the Lovers. Even the Lovers. Sure. 0 is a good cost. And it's, yeah, and he loses 6 HP for each card drawn. That's the thing. Back in the lunar phase, so we could play our card that draws 3 cards. Could have put that at the bottom, I guess. So that's how I'm gonna win this run, is by doing this. Akabeko. Stardust Plus. Okay, Stardust Plus is cuter. That's cuter. Another Combat Strike's also fine. I like Opposition, that's a cool card. Later. Yeah, Chosen, you're trash. Just weaken you on turn 1 and you only attack for 6. Really goes to show. I think this character is powerful. Um, like, just some, I mean, I know we have Sundial and, like, Bag of Prep. It's like, I don't know if this character should ever be allowed to choose what card they exhaust in their hand, or just shouldn't have access to exhaust at all. Except for maybe the card that, like, exhausts all the stars. Just a couple of my thoughts as I'm going about this. I think this drawing 3 is a lot. This could draw 1 and then Lunar draw 2 or something. I don't know, like Lunar draw 1 and Upgrade to draw 2. Like the amount of card draw this character has is wild. This is powerful. This is of course very, very enabling. Just like at a quick glance. And Lonely Star, this also. Like, I think you could knock all of these draw numbers down by 1 on these cards. I don't know, something like that. I mean, the character is cool. I think that I think what you're doing here is dope. Yeah, there's a lot of exhaust here. A lot of really, really privileged exhaust cards. And exhaust is a really powerful thing to allow a character to be able to do. I can't stress that enough. It's the reason why Ironclad is able to still be a good character despite his absolutely miserable common card pool. I like how you're able to exchange the pool. Like, clearly thought was put into all of this, you know? Clearly, this is not a... You know, this is not an amateur job at all. I just think that at a quick glance, my first time playing this character, it seems to me like there is a privilege when it comes to the effects involving exhaust and card draw. And now that I know you could play a star to change the lunar phase, that changes a lot of stuff. And we drew Novile, so we gained 3 energy. Yeah, I think you could take the energy number on this down by 1. Like, we're back at 3 out of 3 energy just because we drew that. That's, you know, it's nice to draw this card and not have to play it and just gain an energy for free anyway. So, I don't know if it needs to give 2 and upgrade to 3. But, you know, this is just my take. Like, I'm just a guy who plays Slay the Spire. That's literally my qualifications. So. Oh, I thought this cost 0. Yeah, like that. It's drawing cards no matter which stellar phase it is. It feels like I'm able to get away with a lot of stuff right now. Sundial on 2. Thank you. Apply 4 Starlit, apply X Starlit, deal 3 damage for each stack of Starlit. Yeah, probably just recall here. But yeah, like you can kind of see where this run's going, right? I mean, I'm gonna just exhaust every aspect of this deck that isn't desirable. And then I'm gonna play Hanged Man, Moonlight, 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 because of Sundial. If we didn't have Sundial, then I would endeavor to maybe Shine on the Lovers, so to play the Lovers twice. And then I would swap the costs of Prestidigitation and the Fool with 2 copies of Moonlight, so these would both be 0 cost. And then there's also Novile, which you could play and then redraw it and gain energy. Like, this character is going to be able to infinite a million different ways, no matter the how the stars align, if you will. This character will be able to get a lot of stuff done with the amount of energy generation and card draw she has. For example, I think this is arguably a better card than Echo Form and arguably a better card than Burst. And this is an uncommon skill card. Yeah, like that might be a little bit overtuned. You could also make a lot of these cards ethereal if you wanted. That could be fun. Like, just a lot of random cards ethereal. Like, make that ethereal. Make, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe that means you won't get punished for drafting stuff that you don't need. In any case. The Lovers can choose itself? Oh. Whoa. That changes some things. Oh, no, it can't. It can't. Never mind. I lied. It doesn't change anything. Turns out I still can't read. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we don't even have Premonition in play right now. I don't see a reason why this character needs to draw so much. Maybe you could even give this Exhaust or something. I don't know. Prestidigitation has really been kind of a very good engine for this deck as well. So take that how you will. Oh, that's not a star. Need to get rid of that. 3 weaken, I think like that's a lot, for example. I'm not even playing this very precisely and it's late. I'm not saying that to toot my horn or whatever. I'm just saying that because I'm not accurately really. I'm not playing very accurately right now. But yeah, like I don't see how this is going to be able to lose. If you're scared of Time Eater, you can stack that effect. So now it's 18 damage for each card drawn. It's not even each attempt to draw a card, it's for each card drawn, which is even stronger. Oh, whoops. Gotta go back to the lunar phase. But yeah, I feel kind of bad because of that. But look, it's only given 1 energy a turn on average. And here's a fairy in the bottle. And 10 temp HP, Stellar 7 gaining intangible, so you're able to gain intangible. This card seems very interesting too. Trigger Starlit 1 time at the end of your turn. Yeah, like this just isn't something. This whole Starlit thing, there's not that much incentive to play into it when you can mobilize very, very efficiently with something like this. And Yeah, it's late, so I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, yeah, this card's really powerful. You could shine and play this twice, gain 2 intangible. So you've you know, the the character is really powerful, and I would relic swap personally. I'm not sure of the utility of the starting relic, and I like these autoplay cards that when they're drawn they deal damage. But yeah, once again, I would just tone down the draw numbers on these. This is a this is a mix of Pommel Strike and True Grit in the same card. Think about that, you know? And this is a common as well. And and this is basically like Tools of the Trade for this character in a certain sense. It's an uncommon though. And I think this card is begging to be busted somehow. I think this card is awesome. I almost feel like it should have a stellar cost to it. Like, this effect just shouldn't work unless you have done the stellar stuff. And yeah, I didn't even like, this has draw attached to it, and I didn't even entertain that, but you could imagine that that card is dealing damage. I like the idea behind it. It's dealing damage for something that it intends to do on its own, but yeah, draw everywhere. So like I could, yeah, I guess it's unsportsmanlike if I don't play it out, but you know. But at the same time, like, if I do play this out, it is just gonna be me doing some Sundial Infinite type of like combo, or not even Sundial. It could just be with Novile, because you just play it, then you draw back into it and gain the energy back again. It's net 2 energy at the expense of 1 card draw, right? So it could be like Moonlight, Novile, and Moonlight, Novile, Moonlight. You could be like Moonlight, Novile, Moonlight, Novile, yeah. Like Moonlight drawn to Novile, play Novile. Moonlight drawn to Novile, play Novile. Moonlight will draw into Novile and the other Moonlight, and it would even draw into a 3rd card if you needed to. But that's just, we have them upgraded. So if they weren't upgraded, you could do that. Yeah. I just don't want to hammer in this point too much. But if I continued to play this run, there's not really going to be too much more to say about it. Does that make sense? Like, I think that your mod's cool. I'm really not trying to like expose it or anything. I'm just saying that if you yeah, so 20 temporary HP. We didn't get intangible because, you know, we didn't have our stellar phase ticked up enough. But yeah, for real, I got nothing but love for this mod. I like the concept, I like the aesthetic. There's just a privilege here. I don't believe it. There we go. But yeah, I'm doing this a little bit crudely too. Like, without Sundial, you could play this, and then you could draw back into it, and then gain 3 energy just from Novile. And since it's ethereal, you're drawing another card because of Premonition. And I love combos like this, but I am here to check them. 2 weak and 2 vulnerable, and a 0 cost skill is and it's a star. That's really, really powerful. But then again, you have, I don't know, like you got this, which is conditional, a 1 cost attack that's applying vulnerable. Then you got this 0 cost skill that's applying 2 weak to vulnerable. I think that's a little too powerful. So like, yeah, I mean, I'm not here to undermine your mod or anything. I'm here to help. I'm here to give my advice because you asked for it. I'm not here to lie to anyone. You could play those, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, if I were better at the game, then I would endeavor to tick up Sundial to 2 every time. Or if I were just not playing at 2 in the morning, but hey. Yeah, I needed to draw a combat strike there, but it's all good. Take 1 damage, proc puzzle. I'm terrible. All I needed to do was change the lunarness. Change the stellar phase, stellar alignment. Something like that. I had to change one of those. Yeah, then you can exhaust statuses like that. I'm terrible. I just wanted to, like, that's, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something here. It seems hard to tick up the stellar phase. I wanted to get Hangman to start working on its own. One, not ideal. Unseeding top. That is a cool card. I like this card a lot. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to have a very big discard pile, but I like retailing. That's a cool card. Yeah, I keep on messing that up. And then we drew this, so we can keep going. Temporary HP, that's a lot to have to get through. Temporary HP is powerful thing to be able to gain. Not as powerful as intangible, but it is quite strong. Do not be mistaken. Yeah, like I want to try getting the Hanged Man up there, but it's just they die too fast. I want to make Hangman able to work by itself. Just like that being there, you could take another one of those if you want. That's a powerful card. Well, no it's not. Not really. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. I'm just, yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's worse than Dark Shackles by a good margin. Stellar 4 isn't too tall of an order. I think Emperor's fine. Yeah, it's fine. If this character were to struggle in one place, I think it would be AoE. Just from what I've seen so far. Maybe I'm missing something, but maybe I'm not. You know? Alright, that was a pretty terrible hand. Both these oppositions keep showing up in this opening hand. You notice that? I'll take up Sundial if they really want me to. Might even tick it all the way up. They're not gonna let me. That should do. I was looking for levers. Wow, unceasing top Hangman? Okay. I'm glad I'm continuing to play this out. But yeah, like I wasn't suggesting that I wasn't gonna play it. You know, this is not out of salt at all. It's out of, like, I don't want to make your mod and your hard work look like, I don't want to make it look trivial, because I know it isn't. It's just that I've found what I believe to be kind of a exploit. I don't know. A strength that I'm leaning into very heavily. So I just didn't want that to be everything it was. Because it's not everything it is. But it's everything that this run is. Alright, I messed that up. Because I've played Hangman too many times. This is the only star that we have. Yeah, so there's just not a whole lot of incentive to... Like, we could just play these two over and over again and the fight ends. The exact same thing happened with the M10 mod. I got some Runic Pyramid Sundial thing, and I just spammed draw cards over and over again, and I was like, well, this, you know, sorry. But, don't think we need Fire Potion. I guess Fire Potion would probably be more useful than Ritual Potion. Reptomancer Dagger or something like that. Already recalled. One cost, one cost. 8 HP. Might speed it up as well. I'll do this. One cost. Seven energy, huh? Just to upgrade the cost of this. I guess it... I forgot that that card draws cards. Yeah, the control that this character has over everything they do. Drew into this, and then we have Sundial on deck. Go back into Lunar. More or less. You could just do Hanged Man with Novile, and that would be an unceasing top. Without Sundial, that would be an infinite. It's kind of a funny thought. Sundial on 2. Marbles. If it says it's drawing 2, I'll take it. Akabeko. The Akabeko Eclipse. Akabeko Marbles Eclipse. I don't know why I'm lollygagging. But yeah, once again, you just keep this card around, and you do this infinite without Sundial. Don't really need it. Another Comet Strike. I mean, there's no reason not to take another one, because you could just exhaust it with the other one, right? And maybe you just shouldn't even start in a phase at all. There's an idea. I don't know if that would break the character or something, like the character wouldn't work, but what if you didn't start at Stellar Phase 1? What if you started at Stellar Phase 0 with no alignment? Just putting stuff out there. Because the fact that I'm able to just rip this and draw 3 cards immediately from a common card and gain block from it, that is enabling. It's like, okay, this doesn't really work that great on turn 1 sometimes, right? Well, wrong. Cause I'm just kidding. It's I don't know. Just to get that out. Sundial, Unceasing Top. Then you draw it again and get the energy back. And that was without Sundial, yeah. That's an interesting card. It's the total amount of damage they intend to deal, not not the amount that they respectively intend to deal. So if slavers are attacking for combined 37 damage or whatever it is, they all take 37 for 1 cost. I guess that's not totally crazy. It is Stellar 3, has a requirement of Stellar 3. Once again, I think Star Misfortune is a little bit overtuned. And yeah, you could take this if you want. You could accept Madness. You got Sundial, and I'm fine without it, but yeah, you got Sundial and Unceasing Top. You could take Madness here. It's cool, I guess. Both these oppositions, I swear. like that. That's a cool card. Oh yeah, and this retelling is dope. In fact, we have Sundial. Let's do it. It has exhaust, right? We're rich. Ominous Star? Ooh, I like the idea of this card. Shine, shine. Prayer Wheel? Chrysalis. Good instincts. Yeah, Dolly's Mirror. You could probably mirror something here. Yeah, Dolly's Mirror. You probably mirror something here. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Because it's late. Is there anything to mirror at all? Do you ever mirror Guiding Star? No. You ever mirror Lonely Star? Maybe. You can mirror Moonlight. Yeah, I'll just mirror Moonlight. Sounds fun. The Devil. Interesting. I like that. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of cards I'm seeing here apply Starlit. Like, these are some tall numbers. Stellar 6? I mean... I feel like this game a lot of times is about... like, the first 3 turns. And it's hard to kind of tick that up a lot. Did it take up Sundial? It better have. I don't even know if the wording shuffle your hand into your draw pile. I think that's different than actually shuffling your draw pile. $17 HP. Alright, dude. I like that card. That's very interesting. $8 HP. Maybe I should have just abandoned this and played another run with this character. Yeah. Oh, I want a Lovers, Retelling, and Fool. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, I like that. You shuffle all the cards in your deck like oppositions, and then their effects happen again. Like put opposition back and then redraw it. Its effect happens again. Like that's clearly what the intent is. It's just that it also comes with what you see here. am taking damage though, so. I might have added too much bloat, or maybe this just isn't entirely always reliably consistent, but I would say when you got a card like that as a common, you could expect a lot of runs to go this route if the person knows what they're doing. And I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh. Oh, whoops. Now Hangman's able to draw cards. I like the sound there. No, that's a pretty noise. It sounds very astral. Hour and a half, man. I'm sorry. Just to make space in the hand. There we go. Oh, never mind. I mean, yeah, you got these. No, I messed that up. There we go. Oh well. Premeditation, that's awesome. I like that card. A bit puzzled, right? Some temporary HP. Exhaust our ethereal stuff. I'm sorry? Oh, this is the first time we've just had more cards in the discard pile than the hand. I see. Is it lunar? Why is it lunar? What am I missing here? Just in case we need to invoke Unseizing Top here. There we go. Got him. A little bit too close though. A little bit too close. So we're still in lunar? Okay. There we go. I'm happy that Unseizing Top 10 cards drawn. I felt like it drew more than 10 cards. But yeah. Ooh, I like that effect. That's really cool. I like that effect. Like, you got something here. I don't want to sound disparaging or anything like that, man. I just think that card's broken because it's a mix of True Grit and Pommel Strike Plus. And True Grit Plus and Pommel Strike Plus at that. In one card. Yeah, say what you want to about Sundial Bag of Prep. But Yeah, like I said, I think these could probably draw one less, and I think this could probably give one less energy. I feel like it's hard to take up that star phase. You see that Awaken one fight? It was a little bit hard to get this to Stellar 12. Yeah, like, I mean, I didn't get this intangible effect one time. Stellar 7 is worth getting to Stellar 7 to gain intangible. It's just that it felt kind of hard to do that. Maybe I just didn't pick up cards that increased the Stellar. But, yeah, because it's like you got Starlit in the base kit, and Starlit creatures lose HP equal to the current Stellar phase. I thought this was applying Stellar, so that we play this 4 times and then Hangman will draw 3 cards, but that's not even the case. So I think it's hard to come by Stellar. But then again, I probably skipped a handful of cards that would have been good for that. So is there a case where you can make this not exhaust? What am I missing here exactly? If the Stellar phase is at or above the specified value? So is there a way I can get negative Stellar? I don't know, just some thoughts that crossed my mind. But, in any case, I like the aesthetic of the character. And you guys give this mod a try. Let me know what you think. But if I had to address one thing, it would be Comet Strike. Anyway, until next time.